Welcome tonight to our premiere of the STMA 1X. My name is Joshua Mann, and I am one of the directors here at STMA.
My name is Joey Simonak, and I'm another director of the Winter 1X, which is the second part of our theater season. We are super excited to try it in this unique format, virtually, for the first time ever. We have two one-act plays, and what one-act plays are, they're exactly what they sound like. A play in one act with no intermission. One of ours is competitive, which will be competing in the Minnesota State High School League one-act competition, and our other is normally a traveling show that travels to our local elementary schools. Both, though, tonight will be performed live via YouTube.
Yes, my name is Taylor Kynes, and I am the third director here. I direct the JV One Act, which is our traveling show. We focus a lot on education just generally in theater. Of course, being able to travel to other schools gives the JV One Act a unique opportunity to continue that form of education. But we take special pride, all three of us directors this year, in giving students a unique opportunity for theater education as we look to make our shows virtual. The students got a kind of a taste and a lot of experience with doing theater virtually and working, making their own props and being able to change their settings and things like that we wouldn't normally have opportunity for. So we're very excited for this new educational kind of opportunity that we were granted this year.
The STMA Varsity One Act is our competition piece. We follow the Minnesota High School League rules for it, and this year the competition is being done virtually. Usually we travel with our show to other high schools, and on Saturdays we have 4 to 6 schools will be there competing where judges will give critiques back to us. This year our competition is being done virtually, and so we have been submitting our competition version of our One Act online for judges to critique. If we are in the top schools selected, we can advance to the next round of competition until we could get to the state level, which is our goal this year, to be having a stage performance of our One Act. Hopefully, we will be finding out those results soon and we can share them out with you.
So tonight you will be seeing both of our epic shows. Our competition One Act is titled Back Cover by Emily Hageman, where you will follow the story of Madison and follow her journey of self-discovery after her parents' divorce as she moves to New York City, where there she makes a connection that will forever change her life.
And our JV One Act tonight is titled The 100 Dresses. It's based on the children's story by Eleanor Estes and was converted to this One Act form by Ralph Covert and G. Riley Mills. We follow Wanda here as she moves to a new school and tries navigating this, new school of hers where she doesn't really fit in. So we're going to see kind of her journey through that.
So tonight, we welcome you to enjoy these shows. We will start off with the 100 Dresses, and after that show has premiered, we will have a short 2-minute digital intermission where we will then pick up with the varsity competition piece called Back Cover. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and thank you for supporting the arts at STMA.
Hey everyone, we are the cast members of the show, The 100 Dresses. In our show, the character Wanda gets bullied by her classmates. This ends up hurting Wanda's feelings.
We as high schoolers know that bullying is an important issue and it can really affect someone's life.
Our cast encourages you not to copy the actions you see in our show.
Bullying can come in many different forms, such as name-calling,
not including others,
and making fun of someone.
A few of us have advice from personal experiences we've encountered. We wanted to share it with you so you know how to help yourself if you experience bullying. I went to my friends and my guidance counselor because I didn't want to talk to my parents about it.
I reached out to my friends and my sister, who all helped me move past it and ignore them.
I was scared to get help, so I talked to my friends first, and then together we went to a guidance counselor.
Speak out if you see someone being bullied.
Talk to a teacher,
a parent,
a trusted adult,
friend,
or a guidance counselor.
If you or someone you know is being bullied, just know that you aren't alone and do not be afraid to speak out.
Be a buddy, not a bully. Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Maddie.
That dress is so beautiful.
Thank you. Yours is cute too.
You like it?
Yeah, it's for sure better than the one you wore last week. This must be the type of day they meant when they say, October's bright blue weather.
Right.
Look at that sun. I wish we could be out there all day.
That'd be nice.
Instead, we have to sit inside listening to Miss Mason's boring lectures.
But Peggy,
Every day, another boring lecture. She is so boring.
good morning, Miss Mason.
Good morning, Maddie. Why, hello, Peggy.
Hi.
Are you girls ready for the quiz today?
Yes, Miss Mason.
Good. See you girls in class.
Well, her lectures certainly can be boring.
Not all of them, of course.
Oh, no.
I'm sure your daughter will feel right at home here.
Yes, this I hope. She's a bright girl, funny. She dances, she draws. In Poland, all the girls love her.
She'll make lots of new friends in no time, I'm sure.
Her father, the journey was a hard one. We did not all make it. For you, my little moonbeam.
This was Papa's.
It's yours now.
Thank you, Mama.
Did you see that new girl?
How do you know she's new?
Well, for one, I heard my mother and father talking. And two, she's new.
Maddie, some days you seem so hopeless. If you've never seen her before, she's probably new.
Not to mention her mom joined the Zoom call.
Not to mention her room. Did you see her room?
I would die. I would sooner die if I had her room.
That was a pretty dress she had on.
That's a good one. For a second, I thought you were serious.
Hi, Peggy. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Cecile. Hi, Jack.
Willie, bounce.
That can only mean one thing. We're late.
We're late.
Good morning, class.
Good morning,
Good morning, Miss Mason.
It's so nice to see that no one was tardy this morning.
Tardy.
As you may have noticed, we have a new student joining us today. Class, will you please welcome Miss Wanda Petronski?
Good morning, Wanda.
Everyone, please turn to page 12 in your science books. Peggy, will you please read from the top of the page?
Individual elements, when combined with one another, either form mixtures, solutions, or compounds.
Excellent. Mixture, solutions, and compounds. Jack, will you please read on and tell us what a mixture is?
A mixture occurs when two or more elements are combined, but retain their original form.
I don't get that.
Well, if you put salt and pepper together in the same container, you'll still have salt and pepper, just mixed.
Okay. I get it.
Wanda, please read on and tell us what a solution is. Please unmute yourself, Ms. Petronski, so we can all hear you.
Solution occurs when an element is dissolved.
Dissolved?
Dissolved.
That is quite enough, children. Willie, please read on and continue where Wanda left off.
Yes, ma'am. Solution. A solution occurs when an element is dissolved.
was kind of weird yesterday, huh?
Do you mean the new girl?
She didn't even finish the sentence. I'm surprised Miss Mason didn't make her turn her camera back on and finish.
Maybe she doesn't know how to read.
You think?
I don't know. Or maybe she was just nervous.
It was weird.
Hi, girls. Check out my new dress.
Oh my, it's so pretty.
Thanks. I got it for my first dance recital on Saturday.
That dress is almost as pretty as some of mine.
Come on, Peggy. I may have beat you with this one. Just look at it.
Well, I could have my mother buy me a new one just like it.
That's cheating.
It really is beautiful, Cecile.
And this part feels like a baby bird. Don't you girls wish you could touch it?
Yes.
I got 100 dresses at home.
What did you say?
I said I got 100 dresses at home.
100 dresses.
Yes, all lined up in my closet.
Why are you lying to us?
I am not.
Nobody can have 100 dresses.
I do.
What's going on, Peggy?
This girl. What's your name again?
Wanda Petronski.
Petronski? What kind of a weird name is that?
Is Polish name.
Polish. Isn't that like a sausage?
Wanda claims she has 100 dresses.
Yeah, right.
Can you believe this liar?
100? That's impossible.
It's true.
Where are they then?
In my closet.
Did you mean to say you have 10 dresses?
No, I have 100.
Well, why don't you ever wear them to school?
They're too special.
Oh my frog, you're too special.
Oh, come on, hurry, we'll be late.
Ugh. Congratulations, Wanda. Your 100 dresses sound beautiful.
I really do have them. 100.
Students, as you know, once a year, Franklin Elementary School sponsors a drawing contest. And as always, there will be 2 grand prizes, one for the winning girls drawing and one for the winning boys drawing. Yes, Cecile?
What are the subjects this year? Do we get to draw animals?
No. This year, the committee has chosen 2 different subjects for the contest. If you are a boy, you will be designing a motorboat.
Cool.
And
Wait. How do you draw a motorboat?
And if you're a girl entering the contest, you will be designing a dress.
Yes! 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 Mom!
Ms. Hawthorne, please mute your mic. As always, you will each be allowed to submit as many drawings as you wish, but there will only be 1 winner for the girls and 1 winner for the boys. Class dismissed.
Did you hear that, Maddie? Dresses! Isn't that perfect?
I'm sure you'll win the contest again this year, Peg.
If I win this year, that'll make it 3 years in a row. A new school record. Come on, we've got to find Wanda so we can play the dresses game with her.
Do you think we should?
Of course. It's funny. Come on. Hello, Wanda.
Hello.
I forgot since the last time. How many dresses did you say you have?
100. All lined up in my closet.
Oh, that closet must be humongous.
It is.
Do you have any silk dresses?
Yes. And velvet too.
Oh, I bet you have dresses made out of magical moonbeams. Maddie, it's your turn. Ask Wanda a question.
Hey, Wanda, how many shoes do you have?
60 pairs. all lined up in my closet.
But yesterday you said 50.
Now I got 60.
Oh, she must have gone shopping while we were at school. And are they all alike?
Oh, no. Every pair is different.
You are the luckiest girl in the world, Wanda. To have a giant closet full of shoes. Too bad you have to wear those weird high-laced ones every day. Come on, Maddie, let's go. I have to start working on my drawings for the contest. Did you know if I win this year, that'll make it 3 years in a row? A new school record.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Wanda. Your hair looks pretty today.
Thank you. Maddie, I have a question.
Sure.
Maybe after school one day you come to visit my home?
Your home?
Is a nice place, up on Boggins Heights.
I'd love to, but after school is always so busy.
Maybe on Saturday then?
Sure. I mean, not for sure, you know. I have to check with my dad. He doesn't like me going to see strangers. Not that you're strange.
Okay. Maybe I come to your house?
My house? Don't you think you should check with your dad first, just to make sure it's okay?
My father's not here.
Is he in Poland?
No, he's in heaven.
Perfect! I'm just in time for the dresses game. Maddie, you didn't start without me, did you?
No, but maybe we should just get to class.
We have time. Come on, Petronski. You have 17 million dresses, right?
I have 100.
Are they all as old as this one that you wear every day?
No, all new.
100 all new dresses? Oh, it all sounds so grand.
We should get to class, Peg.
Not yet. Wanda, won't you please tell us about all your beautiful dresses?
In Poland, I had 100 dresses, all made by my mother and packed in trunks. Every color you could imagine, yellow and orange and pale blue. My friends and I would meet at the market on Saturdays, all wearing the dresses our mothers made. We would twirl and spin and dance, and sometimes I would secretly dress up in my mother's favorite gown and pretend I was on my way to a fancy ball, with its frills as white as the morning light. I miss my old home, the smell of the salty air, and those dresses spinning and billowing, yellow and orange and pale blue. 100 dresses.
Maddie, did you hear that? Yellow and orange. Oh, and the shoes. Imagine the shoes she must have.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Jack.
What are you doing?
Just waiting for Peggy. Have you finished your drawing for the contest yet?
Almost. How about you?
I haven't really started.
Do you want to see what I've done so far?
Sure.
Okay, so I still have to add in the color. I'm gonna add some greens for the boat and blues for the water.
Wow, I never knew you could draw so good.
So well. You never knew I could draw so well.
So, well, whatever. I like the way you draw, silly.
I've entered the drawing contest every year since I got to Franklin. I never win though. I'm sure one of the boys from the higher grades will get the medal again this year.
I know. Peggy always wins the girls' prize. I don't even really bother trying anymore.
I just like to draw. If you like it, you should draw too, just because you like it.
Maybe I will.
Why don't you stay from recess with me? We can draw together.
Okay.
Class is gonna start soon. We should join so we're not late.
I can't yet. Peggy might get mad at me.
Why?
She likes us to wait for Wanda so we can play the dresses game with her.
Are you still doing that?
Peggy likes it. She says it's fun.
Maddie, you don't have to do everything Peggy tells you to do. And you don't have to do everything Peggy does.
I know.
Good morning.
Hi, Peggy.
Have you started working on your pictures for the drawing contest?
See you in class, Maddie.
I turned my drawings in last week. You can turn them in early, you know. It gives the judges more time to enjoy their beauty. Wonder which one of my dresses the judges will choose as the best.
It doesn't matter which one, Peggy. I'm sure you'll win.
My mother says I'm better than Michelangelo, whoever that is.
I'm drawing a dress this year too, Peggy.
Wonder if there'll be a tie for first place.
We could be co-champions.
Oh, no. I meant I could tie with myself. Wouldn't that be the best?
3 years in a row would be a new school record.
Maddie!
All right, class, settle down. Mute your mics, please. We have a very big day today, so I'm going to start by taking attendance. Jack Bagels.
Here.
William Bounce.
Here.
Cecile Caldwell.
Here.
Peggy Hawthorne.
Present, Miss Mason. I'm so excited.
You may mute your mic, Peggy. Madeline Martin.
Here.
And no Wanda Petronski.
Where did Wanda go, Miss Mason? Why would she just stop coming to school?
That is a very good question, Miss Martin. Children, I have a letter here that we received yesterday from Wanda's mother. I'd like to read it to you.
Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Now we move away to big city. No more holler Pollock. No more ask why funny name. Plenty of funny names in big city. Yours truly, Jan Petronski.
Now, I'm sure none of my boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt someone's feelings because their name happened to be a long and unfamiliar one. I know that all of you feel the way that I do, that this is a very unfortunate thing to have happened, and I want you all to think about it. I've gathered Wanda's things from her desk. Would anyone like to volunteer to take them back to her before she moves?
Well, why don't you do it, Willie?
I'm not going up to Boggins Heights.
Cecile?
I can't. I have dance lessons after school.
Well, what about you, Jack?
I don't know the way to Boggins Heights.
So none of you children are willing to return Wanda's belongings to her?
I'll do it.
Thank you, Maddie. Do you know where Wanda lives?
She lives in Boggins Heights.
And do you know how to get to Boggins Heights?
Yes, Miss Mason.
Very well then. I have this box. You can take it to her after school today. It was a very nice thing of you to offer to do this for Wanda.
I'll volunteer too, Miss Mason, to keep Maddie company and help with the box.
Very well then, Peggy. I'm sure Wanda will appreciate your thoughtfulness.
All of these apartments seem so rickety and old. Why don't they just buy themselves a house?
Maybe they don't have any money, Peg. Did you ever think of that?
Not really.
I think that's Old Man Svensson's apartment.
I've heard stories about Old Man Svensson.
Me too.
I heard he killed a man.
I heard he eats squirrels for breakfast.
I've heard other things too.
What did you hear?
I heard he has glass eyes, razor blades for teeth, and
a hook for a hand. I think this is Wanda's place.
It says Petronski right there. Well, at least I never did call her a foreigner or make fun of her last name. To be honest, I didn't know she had the sense to know we were making fun of her.
I don't think anyone's here.
Maybe they already moved.
Maybe we're too late. Hello? Anyone there? Wanda? Are you home?
All of this stuff is gone.
Wait, there's something there.
What is it?
It's a cat. Do you think they left their cat behind?
No. Then whose cat could it be?
Well, it's my cat. Who are you, girls?
I'm Peggy. I'm Maddie.
Do you know who I am? How rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. Old Man Svensson. What brings you girls all the way up here to the Heights?
Well, we're looking for someone.
Wanda Petronski?
She left. She and her mother packed up everything they had, which wasn't much, and left.
Well, you wouldn't happen to know where they went, would you?
Away. That's where most people go when they leave Boggins Heights. Away. Say, what did you say your name was again?
Maddie.
Maddie. Maddie Martin? Is it?
He knows your name?
You tell your mother I said hello.
He knows your mother?
Maybe I do, Maddie.
Well, what does he mean, Maddie?
Nothing.
Oh, I see. When you've got a nice house in town, you don't remember nothing. So it's nothing after all, is it?
Come on, Maddie, let's go.
Though from what I can tell, it's safer up here than it is in town with a lot of you. I saw your so-called friend Wanda crying more than once after you and your lot got done with her.
We didn't do anything to Wanda. We did nothing.
Nothing, eh?
Nothing is the worst thing you could do.
Sometimes doing nothing is the worst betrayal of all. Now go on, get. It's getting dark, Maddie Martin.
You're right, Maddie. You did nothing.
There are some people who always know the right thing to do or the right thing to say.
Maddie, you didn't do anything wrong.
But I didn't do anything right. Don't you see that, Peggy? It's time I stop being scared and I start doing what's right. From here on out, I'll never do nothing again.
Oh gosh, it's miserable out there.
I know. I thought I was going to freeze my piggies right off.
I had to carry my new rainbow shoes so they wouldn't get ruined in the snow.
Oh look, Miss Mason must have hung up all of our drawings. There's mine! I think it's my best drawing yet. I used a lot of pink so it would look just like my ballet costume. What colors did you guys use?
I used some red and some blue on the edges.
I used over 23 colors. It's all about the shading, you know? That's the key to winning. I can tell you guys that now because the deadline's already passed.
Thanks for sharing, Peggy.
Settle down, class. Mute your mics, please. It is now time to announce the winners of the drawing contest. While the medal for the best boys drawing usually goes to one of the boys in the upper grades, I am happy to announce that the winner is one of your fellow classmates from right here in room 13.
It's either you or me, Jack.
The winner of the best boys drawing is Mr. Jack Beggles.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Jack.
Thanks.
You did a very nice job on your drawing. You should be very proud of yourself.
I just like to draw.
Yay, Jack!
Congratulations.
Quiet, everyone! Mute. Miss Mason's about to announce the girls' winner now.
Thank you, Peggy. The committee was also very impressed with the quality of the drawings submitted by the girls at Franklin Elementary. And again, as in past years, the winner of the drawing contest is one of your classmates from right here in room 13.
You won again, Peggy. I told you you'd win.
I can't believe it. I won again 3 years in a row. I have so many people I would like
Ms.
to...
Hawthorne, please mute your mic. While many of you only submitted 1 or 2 drawings, one girl, and room 13 should be very proud of her, one girl actually drew 100 dresses.
100?
Yes, 100. All different and all beautiful. And in the judge's opinion, any one of them was worthy of winning the prize. The winner of the girls' medal is Miss Wanda Petronski. Last week, I received a letter from Wanda, and I'm happy I can pass her medal along. I hope it gets there for Christmas. I'd like to read it to you.
Dear Miss Mason and everyone in room 13, I hope you're having a happy Christmas. Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses I drew. I have 100 more in my new house.
These are incredible.
The colors.
This one looks like a Christmas tree.
Who knew Wanda could draw like this?
I'd like it if Peggy could have the green dress with the red trimming. And please, could you give her friend Maddie the blue one?
That's you! She drew you, Peggy!
That is me!
And that one's me! She drew us in the dresses! This is amazing!
Thank you for everything nice you did for me. Yours truly, Wanda Petronski.
Look, Peg, there's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, and there's that green one.
These are perfect.
Boy, and I thought I could draw.
She really wants us to have these dresses?
That's what she wrote.
Miss Mason, does her letter have a return address?
Of course. Why?
I want to write Wanda a letter.
That would be a very nice thing to do, Miss Martin.
I want to write one too, Miss Mason. I just feel terrible about everything we did to Wanda.
Good. You should. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What's your letter gonna say, Maddie?
I'm not sure yet. Dear Wanda, we never seemed to take the time to get to know you. It didn't seem to matter then, but somehow things have changed. How is your new school? How is your new town? Are there sunny days and friends to play with? Are there stories you can read? Are there butterflies and rainbows to follow? I wish you could tell me. I wish that I could have another chance to get to know you, Wanda. Maybe it's just selfish, but I wish that I could show you I'm sorry. I hope wherever you are that there are trees to climb and friendly faces and fireflies and bright stars to wish on. Wherever you are, I hope that you're happy. And I hope you think of me. Of us. Merry Christmas, Wanda. Wherever you are.
I hate New York City.
I hate New York City.
I hate New York City.
When I was 14 years old, I filled up an entire notebook writing one thing over and over and over again.
I hate New York City.
Maybe I knew somewhere in the back of my head that I didn't hate the actual city itself. I just hated everything that it wasn't. It wasn't home, and I determined that it would never be home. When I was 14 years old, I spent a lot of time determining what I would be and what I wouldn't be. I watched a lot of TV and knew that I didn't want to be the typical surly teenage daughter, so my hormones and I went to war.
Honey, look! A special on blueberry pancakes! You love blueberry pancakes. We're stopping and eating as many blueberry pancakes as we can!
You can probably guess from my mother's ravenous desire to please me that the divorce had been bad.
I hope they have streusel on top just like you like. And let's order coffee.
I was the most miserable, self-pitying teenager that has ever lived. Dr. Phil would have loved me.
Extra cream and sugar for me. I'm so bad.
I was raised to pretend.
These pancakes are to die for. You have to try them, honey.
Mom told me that we were moving to New York because she had a great job opportunity. It's funny how sneaky adults think they are.
I could live off of pancakes.
And when I was 14 years old, I pretended like everything was fine with me.
Should we get more coffee? It's so good, especially for a diner.
Mom didn't know what had happened the night before when I'd said goodbye to Dad.
Dad, I really don't want to go.
I know, honey. I'm going to miss you.
No, Dad, you don't understand. I can't go. I'll die if I have to go.
Honey, you won't die.
The condescension was what made me explode in all my hormonal glory.
I'm not kidding. I can't go. I don't want to go. It's not fair. Dad, if I have to move, I am going to die. Please, Dad, let me stay. Please.
Honey.
Please, Dad, please, please.
To me, it wasn't dramatic. I really did feel like I was dying. When I left my hometown, I wasn't going to be me anymore. I was going to be someone else, and I didn't want to be anybody else. I didn't want the old me to die.
Only an hour away, honey. Are you excited?
For everything that it was and everything that it wasn't.
I hate New York City.
We're here. Wow, look at that skyline. So beautiful. We'll have to go down and see the city later. Wouldn't that be fun, Mads?
We didn't have time to set up my bed, so I get to sleep on a mattress. I told Mom that it was fine because I didn't know how to tell her how much it wasn't.
When I was 14 years old, I laid in my room and cried. I found out 10 years later that my mom was crying in the next room. This wasn't what either of us wanted, but divorce was a thing that happened to almost everyone. But you only got so long to cry about it. You could cry over Grandpa dying, but not over Dad choosing the family that he liked better.
That's not what it is, Madison.
Then what is it, Dad?
It's something I have to do.
It's something you have to do for you, Dad. What about me? Am I just supposed to disappear? Do you want to start over? Do things the way you really wanted?
Mads.
I still hate that nickname.
I hate you! You're so stupid!
Madison!
Go ahead. Go off to your new family. I hope it's better. I'll never talk to you again.
Does anybody else ever look back at themselves and cringe?
Madison, please. I want to keep having a relationship with you.
Well, that's not gonna happen. Bye, Dad.
When I was 14 years old, I thought words were just words.
Mads, wait!
I didn't realize how much they could scar. I was so angry and so determined not to show it.
This is Madison. Please leave a message or don't. Bye.
Hey Mads, this is, well, I guess you probably know who it is. Just give me a call when you get a chance, okay?
In an effort to avoid my real problems, I started exploring. There were all kinds of nooks and crannies in the apartment, but most of the time there were just dead spiders and mouse droppings, and it got boring quickly. But then I pulled away the loose paneling above my bed. When I was 14 years old,
I found a shoebox full of letters in my wall.
it was August 18th.
I literally just found a shoebox full of letters in my wall.
It confirmed what I had already suspected.
New York City is weird.
When I was 14 years old, I found a shoebox full of envelopes with dates on them. And I opened the first one.
I hate New York City.
I hate
New York City.
I hate
New York City.
I devoured the rest of the letter like my life depended on it.
I feel bad saying it because I know neither of us want to be here, but we didn't have a choice. There was nothing left for us back in Rockport except a reminder of the way things used to be. But seriously, I hate everything about New York City. But my father says things can change. He says everyone has the power to change the course of someone's life with small acts of goodness. And he says even though we might not be able to change New York City won't change us. And I believe him, I really do, but still, I hate New York City. Less than a month till school starts. I hope everyone back in Texas is sending me good vibes like they told me they would. I'm going to need them. Sincerely, Jessica Walsh.
I read the letter once, and then I read it again. The next morning, I couldn't stop myself. I read it again.
We might not be able to change New York City.
But New York City won't change us.
I could have just torn the rest of the envelopes open, but something made me want to wait for the next date. I felt like I could breathe.
This is Madison. Please leave a message or don't. Bye.
Hey, Mads. Your mom says you got in safe. I'm glad to hear it. Just call back if you feel like it. No pressure.
August 20th came and I tore open my new letter, eager to learn more about my new friend.
It's weird, but TV pretty much got New York City right. It's big and loud and brassy, but I have to admit, it's kind of fun. We went to Times Square today and we took a picture with a weird Elmo knockoff. He smelled bad, but it was still fun. My father seemed a little bit more like himself today.
Want to get pizza, Jess?
I haven't seen my father eat a full meal since my mother got sick.
I'm going to have heartburn for days, but it's worth it.
I know my father is nervous about his new position at work, but he never says anything. I used to think that was admirable, but now it just makes me hurt.
She would have loved this. All the lights.
I miss her so much. Sincerely, Jessica Walsh.
Jessica's mom died.
My dad was gone too, but he was on the other end of a phone.
I miss her so much.
I miss him so much.
I wish I could say that I called him right then and there and set things right, but I told myself that I was too tired.
Just call back if you feel like it. No pressure.
I'll call him later.
I'll be honest, I don't remember the days between the letters. Once I started to get to know Jessica, all I wanted to do was keep reading her letters. She was like the wise older sister that I never had and the mom that I wanted.
You want to go get hot dogs? There's the coolest little stand outside today.
School was coming and I was scared. I followed Jessica's story and hoped that it would be my own.
We had senior orientation today. It was better than I thought it would be. I wasn't the only new kid.
New York City is crazy, huh? Where are you from?
Texas.
Aw, Texas. Get along, little doggies and all that.
Yes, I actually come from a long line of dog ranchers.
Oh, of course. The favorite profession down there.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Oh, Canada, eh? Oh, Maple Leaves and hockey and all that, eh?
You literally just described me perfectly. That was kind of scary.
I'm Jessica.
Matt.
He's cute, but I'm not holding my breath.
I would die if a cute boy talked to me.
Time for orientation, honey.
Orientation, also known as literal torture for the antisocial.
But the fact that Jessica went to orientation and came out in one piece made me think that maybe I could do it too.
Hey, you're new here, aren't you? I think you're in history with us.
Katie, you're so aggressive.
Oh, come on. She looks lost. Can we help show you around?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was terrified to put myself out there. But then I remembered how easily Jessica had interacted with Matt. Maybe if I just was brave, I could feel brave.
It's so nice to see a new face around here. Some of us have been going to school together since kindergarten. I am so sick of seeing the same people every day.
Thanks a lot, Katie.
Oh, stop being so sensitive. Okay, now this is Mrs. Lee's classroom, and she's the best.
Even if her tiny room makes you want to die of claustrophobia. She's the history teacher? Yeah, we always sit in the front because we're kind of cool.
Oh, and watch out. Every year, Lee has the freshmen do a presentation on 9/11. I was kind of hoping she'd retire this year, but looks like it's still on.
Parents usually get a lot of backlash because the material out there is really disturbing.
I found myself kind of looking forward to the project, though I never would have admitted it. I had dignity. Before I went home, Katie and Alyssa gave me their numbers to text. In a weird way, I felt like Jessica might be proud of me.
New York City won't change us.
But it was changing me for the better.
I'm free September 2nd. See you then. Thumbs up emoji, smiley face emoji, lifting hands emoji.
Ew! Stop sending emojis, Katie!
Arrow emoji, poop emoji.
Sure.
That's you. You're the poop.
Okay.
Katie and Alyssa were so different from my old friends, but I was glad that they were. I was starting to really like different. It wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it would be. I just remember wanting to be the best person I could possibly be, which meant that I was going to have to do something that I really didn't want to. But I had to. I felt like Jessica and Matt and her father were looking over my shoulder now. I had to do this.
Hey Mads, I was hoping I might catch you again.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, um, hey Mads, I didn't think you'd answered.
I'm mad at you.
I know,
I can't forgive you. Not right now.
and I'm sorry, but I have to
Dad, just no excuse is gonna make it better. Because I get that you're a person and all and you have to live your life and stuff, but to me, you've only ever been one thing. And you basically just said you don't want to be that anymore.
Mads, it's a lot more complicated.
I know it is, but it isn't. You made a commitment when you married Mom and when you had me, and you just decided that what you wanted was more important than the both of us.
Mads, you have to understand. I've been living my entire life like this. I can't.
Dad, I don't have to understand. I'll never understand. I hope I don't do to my family what you did to mine. But Dad, you're the only dad I have. And I won't hate you forever. I just need time, okay? Just a little bit of time.
Okay, Mads.
It was what Jessica would have done. But because I wasn't nearly as brave or as brilliant as her, I cried deep into the night after we hung up. But Jessica taught me that admitting that you were hurting was the most powerful thing a person could do.
My parents got divorced.
Random alert.
Is that why you came out here?
Yeah.
Mine too. When I was 7.
I was 12.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Still hurts.
Yeah, for me too.
Everybody's parents get divorced nowadays, so it's supposed to be normal. But it doesn't feel normal.
No.
No way.
For the first time, I let my friends see me, and it was terrible, but it was so wonderful.
Hey, thanks for being so honest today, Mads. If you ever want to talk, just hit us up.
3 thumbs up emojis, 2 heart emojis, and 1 girl with brown hair emoji.
You are a scab on society.
Hashtag blessed.
I think New Kid Orientation was supposed to get us excited for a new school. Did you feel like they were trying to convince us that school isn't really that bad?
Judge me all you want, but I like school, especially history.
And why do you like history?
It's a story, it's a narrative. It shows a lot about the human condition and human nature. I think you can learn a lot from history.
Like how to not repeat it?
That's the cliche, but it's true.
Those who fail to learn history are doomed to repeat it. No big deal. Just some Winston Churchill.
That was actually first written by George Santana in 1905.
Wow. I'm way out of my depth here.
No, but seriously, it's incredible. Humans don't change. Their nature doesn't, at least. If we don't decide to be different, then we'll continue to do the same horrible things again. We'll learn to hate people because they're different than us. That's really the theme of history, fear of the unknown. We focus on the things that make us different as opposed to the things that make us the same. Understanding history is understanding that things are not set in stone and nobody is a slave to their circumstance. You know?
Wow. I am seriously out of my depth here.
But you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Man, you're brilliant.
I don't think I'll ever forget the way he said it. I can't stop smiling.
Didn't tell her she was pretty.
You're brilliant.
This was so much more.
Guys are dumb, but that's okay.
I couldn't stop thinking about what Jessica had said about history. It had never occurred to me that I could shape my story, that who I was could be something that I determined and not the people around me. I'd been back at school for 2 days when I read Jessica's final letter.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, want to talk?
About?
Your first day back at work tomorrow.
Oh. Well,
Are you nervous?
yeah.
You can talk to me.
It's going to be a hard first year without her.
She was the best person I've ever known.
Before I met her, I was lost, and now I just feel lost again.
You know what she'd say, right?
That's enough sunshine, Prince of Denmark.
She wanted us to be happy.
Be happy, don't be Hamlet.
I still think we should trademark that.
You know, some days it's hard to look at you, Jess. Right now, everything you just said, you're her.
Talk about setting the bar high.
You've already passed that bar, Jess. You're growing up to be the most remarkable young woman.
Dad?
I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Okay, so since you like me so much right now, they're doing this retreat thing at our school tomorrow, so they're not going to have classes or anything.
Do you think maybe I could come with you and help you get set up at the office?
Jess, I don't want you to miss school.
Dad, they aren't having classes or anything. It's literally just like mixer games and stuff.
Just for the morning.
Just for the morning. Oh, and can Matt come? His parents are calling him out tomorrow too, so he could help carry boxes for you and stuff.
You've been spending a lot of time with this Matt guy, huh?
Yes, he's my really good friend.
Oh, friend.
Yes, friend. You're even less subtle than Mom.
Ooh, that hurts.
Love you.
Love you too, Jess.
When I finished that last letter, something felt empty inside of me. But then I realized that there didn't need to be more. Jessica had shared parts of her life with me, and that was enough. So I put the last letter away and got back to work on my project.
Max, I'm ordering pizza! Double anchovies, right?
I had always loved history, but I didn't know much about 9/11. The more I learned about it, the more real it became. That's the problem with loving history. Sometimes you accidentally live it.
Yin Liang, 40th floor. At around 8:46 a.m., I heard a low-pitched boom noise. Then the floors start moving. It swings back and forth slowly, like floating in the air. We are quite alarmed.
We all sense the immediate danger. After a moment of silence, people stand up and start looking around for a clue, shouting, "What happened?" Our managers are telling everyone to leave the building immediately. Others are still startled. They're still asking, "What's going on? What happened?" We shouted back, "Get out of the building now."
Michael Wright, 81st floor. All of a sudden, there was a shift of an earthquake. The way I can best describe it is that every joint in the building jolted. You ever?
Been in a big old house when all the posts creak. Now picture that creaking being not a matter of inches, but of feet. And you're thinking, it's the gas main. It's so percussive. It's so close. I just opened the door, looked outside, and saw fire.
Adam Ostrike, 24th floor. I ran to the other side of my office and saw fire raining down. Parts of the building was falling and on fire along with paper and other things.
We had to look way up because the plane hit in the higher floors. The impact hole was huge. It looked like 10 stories were burning. The fire seemed to crawl around the tower. The winds were so high it caused the smoke to spin in a large swirl.
Jeff Birnbaum, South Tower. When we got to about 50 feet from the South Tower, we heard the most eerie sound that you would ever hear. A high-pitched noise.
And the popping noise made everyone stop. We all looked up. At the point, it all let go. Well, yes, it had to be the rivets. The building let go. There was an explosion, and the whole top leaned toward us and started coming down.
Constance Labetti, 99th floor. So I stood up and I just turned my body towards the window, and I could see the big airline coming straight towards us. I just stood frozen. I couldn't move. I could see it coming closer and closer.
I could see the cockpit. I could see inside the cockpit, the tinted windows of the cockpit. That's how close I was. And then it just bellowed into Tower 1. And for that moment, just for that moment, I was almost sighing of relief. Till I realized all of those people that had just been killed in that tower.
What's going on?
Bellowed into Tower 1.
And suddenly, I remembered something.
No.
Something pulled at my conscience, gently at first and then harder until panic began to seep into my every pore. No, it couldn't be. I was wrong. But I began to remember the little things, scraps of something that I thought didn't add to a narrative, pieces of some terrible puzzle clicking together.
That's where your dad's gonna work. You know, they threw that spire on top literally just to make it the tallest building in the world. So weird.
No.
It's just going to be a much bigger deal than my last job, you know? Of course I'm nervous. It's in one of the most important buildings in New York City, the crown jewel of the skyline.
No, please.
I've heard that when there's a lot of wind, the building will actually bow and sway like a precarious metal kite.
Please,
8 years ago,
please
there was
no.
a bomb in the building. I don't think my father knows, and I'm not going to tell him.
September 10th, 2001.
He's scared of heights.
I'd always loved being right.
Please, please no.
I had seen the casualty list. It was so long that I could hardly stand to look at it, but I had to because I had to know that I was wrong. Jessica and Matt and her father had gotten out because if they
Jessica Renee Walsh.
My Jessica. There was a man's name with the last name Walsh right by hers. And there were so many Matthews, so many that it had to be wrong. I couldn't accept it. Jessica's story was one of goodness and beauty and hope and light, and that couldn't be the end. It couldn't.
New York City wouldn't
What
change.
kind of a sick joke was this? What kind of disgusting world punishes someone who didn't do anything wrong? What kind of horrible planet do we live on that other humans could decide when to end someone's life? And for what? For what? What right did they have to take her life away? I felt like I was dying because it couldn't be true. Things like this just couldn't be true.
The world can't be like this. It can't. The world can't be this dark and terrible. People can't be this evil. If the world is this evil, I can't live in it. I can't.
When I was 14 years old, I pictured someone that I loved and admired burning to death.
Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. I hate when you said.
Honey, what happened? Is it school? Did something happen?
Something happened 16 years ago.
Honey, tell me, please, please. Is it about Dad?
I told her everything. I didn't want to because I was sure that my goofy mom knew nothing about pain and loss and heartache. But I had to tell someone. But my mother sat next to me and read every letter.
Wow.
Are people really this evil?
Honey, there's so much evil in this world. It can blacken hearts and minds, and people do terrible things because of it, but people are just people.
None of it had anything with Jessica or Matt or her dad. They died for nothing.
No, honey,
They died for nothing. All these people. Nothing.
No, honey, they didn't. Everyone's story means something.
Jessica never got to finish her story. Mom, I'm not doing this 9/11 project. I'll do a project on something else. I can't do it. Please, please don't make me do it. Please email Mrs. Lee.
Is that what you need, honey?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, sweetheart.
At school the next day, everything felt hazy. Jessica was dead, and so was I.
Madison, do you have a moment?
Yes, Mrs. Lee.
I understand you'd like a different project for tomorrow. I read your outline. You have a lot of excellent research already. May I ask why you're switching projects?
I would discover later that my mother had told Mrs. Lee everything. At the moment, I just assumed that she, like all adults, was omniscient.
I knew someone.
Who was in the building?
Yes.
Someone you loved and admired very much?
Yes.
Then why don't you tell their story?
She's dead. That's the end.
Do you think her story is important?
I can't.
Why not?
I'm afraid.
Of?
My story ending before I'm ready.
Have you ever read the back cover of a book before?
Yeah.
Does it tell you everything that you need to know about a book?
Well, no.
No. It's what's inside the book that's most important. Our stories only end when the power of our influence dissipates. We are not a billion separate hardcover books not touching each other. We are stacks of paper flowing endlessly in and out of each other. Her story is part of your story. We are not the things that happen to us, Madison. We are what we do and who we are in here. So I ask you again, do you think her story is important?
Jessica was dead, but I felt her hand on my shoulder. My friend.
Yes.
Then you must tell it.
So I did. It took me the whole night, but I did. When I was 14 years old, I stood up in front of my freshman history class and told a story about a girl that I had never met, a girl that had died terribly, but a girl that had left an indelible mark on my soul.
Everyone has the power to change the course of someone's life with small acts of goodness.
Each year, I read the words of my Jessica and hold them closer to my heart. But I have never, ever been able to let go of the most profound feeling of loss, a childish sense of entitlement that I deserved to meet her. But Jessica taught me that life isn't about what we deserve. And besides, I think I was meant to find those specific words of hers. They met me right where I was and pulled me from a pit darker than I ever had to know.
Mom, my feet hurt.
This is Ellie. She's 14 years old.
Can we please sit down for like 5 seconds?
My girl. She's hurting and she's hiding it. Her father and I were unhappy, so we left each other.
I'm just gonna text Amelia.
She doesn't care if people like her for who she really is. She just wants to be liked.
Amelia and her dad are going to Steamboats for dinner. I'm jealous.
We come to New York City every year.
What do fallen arches feel like?
And she hates New York City.
Mom, I think my arches fell.
I had wanted to tell her Jessica's story when she turned 14, but I didn't know that her life would be so closely mirroring mine. Here we are at the 9/11 memorial, and I can't say a word.
What do you think Dad's doing right now? Do you think he's with his girlfriend?
I know. She feels like she's going to die. I remember. But then there was Jessica. She helped me to understand that you can feel like you're dying, but you don't have to die.
What are you looking at, Mom?
My eyes are always drawn to her picture, my first and truest friend. I hope you know Jessica somehow. Let me thank you one last time.
Mom?
Honey, come here. I want to show you something.
Jessica Renee Walsh. Who is she?
Understanding history is understanding that things are not set in stone and nobody is a slave to their circumstance.
When I was 14 years old, I found a shoebox full of letters in my wall belonging to Jessica. This is her story.